I want to share with you some few things I have learned over the week. And one of the things I want to share with you is how to trust God. Trusting God in difficult moments. Trusting God in tight moments. You know, when the Bible asks us to trust in God, it means that the Bible or the law or God is telling us to totally depend on Him. And sometimes we feel like, no, why do we have to depend on God? No, the thing, I can do it. I have my intellect. I know what I can do. I have school. I have done everything. But there are things that are beyond us. And that is where we must not wait for things to happen before we start trusting in God. In fact, from the beginning, we must learn to trust God in everything that we do. We must learn to rely on Jesus. We must learn to put our trust in Him from the beginning. We don't have to wait for something to happen for us to enter into serious issues no. God has been teaching me something. And the Lord has been walking me through. He's telling me that a lot of people are trending on that same path. That we always want to trust God when things are bad. We always want to believe God when things are wrong. But He wants us to trust Him from the beginning. From the beginning of that marriage, from the beginning of that work, from the beginning of that friendship, He wants us to trust Him from the start to the end. My friend, this is the time God wants us to trust Him more. From the beginning, whatever we start, whatever we want to do, let us trust it in the hands of the Lord. Let's see what God can use that little thing, that which He has entrusted into our hands. Let's see what He, the Lord, can do with it. This year, enough of doing it with your own strength, enough of doing it with your own connection. Why can we give God a chance? My darling, can we just give God a chance and say, God, from now onwards, everything I do in my academics, I am going to involve you. I am going to trust with you. How do you trust in God? How do you believe in God? It's by committing that which you are doing into His hands. That is what He wants us to do. He wants us to trust Him. He wants us to speak to Him. He wants us to communicate with Him. That thing you are doing, He wants you to tell Him, Papa, this is what I want to do. What is your mind concerning this? A lot of us are disgraced in certain places that was not supposed to happen, because from the onset we thought we could do it with our own mind. We thought we could do it with our own abilities. Meanwhile, God has a different map for you. God has a strategy of making those things work, but not us. We always want to do things in our own will. So this month, as we are about to enter into the next month and beyond, God is calling us to trust in Him, to love Him, and to trust that He is the source of our lives, and that is going to make everything work together for our good. Thank you.